No.
You want to make whisper rounds.
I do.
In technicality, by the wording of the mechanics, you can only really have one active at a time. You can't make like 70.
Yeah, I thought so, but I thought more like, you know, because I knew I could only use one once a fight anyway. But...
I'm ready to go down this path. You
okay.
stay at home, or you go back to the inn.
Mm-hmm.
You go back to the inn and try to make more whisper rounds, and you're just like, you know, it doesn't really... How to say... The information comes and goes. It doesn't stay in your head for long. You sort of pour yourself into each round as you're making them. But this time, you're gonna try and make more. And you make me a charisma save.
Oh no. Charisma save. I have a +1, right?
I have the utmost faith in you.
Oh,
we're not supposed to do Christmas saves today. We're not supposed
to. I lost all of my faith in you. Okay, so there goes your noon cycle, and we'll come back to you in your evening cycle.
Oh, God.
That is terrible.
That is. Oh, well. She just starts frothing at the mouth and just passes out.
That's crazy.
So you're now possessed.
That's
Wait, let's
crazy.
get one bullet?
Oh no, you absolutely get one bullet. You get more than one bullet. We'll come back to that later.
Oh shit, okay.
We'll come back to this.
We'll come back to that. Let's switch gears then. Oriana.
Well,
the search continues. Or I guess a different search begins. The process of searching continues. There we go. What would you like to do?
I put in
that. I'm asking if you want to change anything, but if you want to just go through it, then sure.
I mean, it's tempting because it's just like I don't know where Benji is, and okay, would I be able to find Amber, or is she just like non-existent?
I would ask, where do you go to look for her?
I want to say I want to check on Anushka, but I feel like Anushka's not going to be able to answer currently.
Anushka dead.
You're not dead, God.
Go and ask Lambert and Kasai if they know where she is, because they kind of keep tabs on her. She kind of does just disappear sometimes.
When you go back to the Colonnade Commons, Lambert is not there. Neither is Kasai. That means that Tolis is here.
Okay, that's someone. Do they have locate person? I don't know.
They're not. They are not at high enough level for a locate person. It's like a 3rd level spell, right?
Also, I don't think Oriana would know that spell well enough to request such. So ignore it. Yeah, she would just ask Tolis, like, do you know where Amber is? Did she happen to mention anything?
Not really. I mean, I don't really ask. Usually, I've learned that it's sometimes better not to know where Amber's going for, as she says, deniability.
I mean, that's not wrong, but it's the one time I need to talk to her.
Tolis shrugs, like, I don't know. I mean, she did seem awfully sneaky this morning, so I imagine she's going to go do sneaky things. So maybe look around in the Undercity? Or would that be too cliche? Tolis
no, it'd be right and also cliche. It could be both.
If she comes back, I'll let her know you're looking for her.
Alright. I appreciate that. Do I want to go to Hunter's thing or do I don't know if I even want to do that now. Oh. No, my pen. She's not done. Yeah, fuck it. She'll go to the Undercity and, like, ask around, for information on Benji. Let's go with Benji, because that would probably... would she be able to do both? Or would that be like 2 different ventures? Okay, yeah, let's go with that.
It'd be splitting your efforts by 2, because literally splitting it, but you could do both, yeah.
Yeah. Let's do that. The funny thing is, I wanted to find Amber to go find Benji because I wanted her to get a disguise, and then it's just like, I can't find Amber, god damn it. But yeah. I mean, I could try and find Amber. I'm not gonna find Amber. She doesn't want to be found. Yeah, she's gonna look around down there for information on where she came from, and also if anybody's like seen Benji, because apparently he's at least known to the guards quantity. So if it's like in the kind of shadier Undercity, there might be people that he bumped into in the past.
Okay, roll me your investigation.
You
can use intelligence or charisma, but I don't imagine you want.
They're
to do
both
that.
exactly the same.
Then whichever one you pick, the avenue will be different depending on which one.
I'll go with charisma. Just a 12. Let's throw this on there. Hey, that's a good roll. I don't assume I have guidance on this, so it's a 17.
No, none of the people that have the guidance are with you. No. So 17. As you've been walking around in the Undercity, asking around on, Benji's whereabouts, you come across a lot of people who are like, oh yeah, I know the kid. He's dumb as shit. It's like, yeah, one time I remember he tried to, like, grab an apple and then run away, but then he ended up, like, tripping on the sidewalk and skidding his knee and crushing the apple. And the guy that he stole the apple from wasn't even mad at that point. He just found it pathetic.
I mean, yeah, you shouldn't run away. That's like making it extremely obvious that you took something.
Yeah. It's like imagine Disney's Aladdin if Aladdin in that movie had like a -3 dex. Yeah, it doesn't go very well. That's not to say Benji isn't dexterous or able to be sneaky. It's just that he doesn't practice caution. He doesn't practice awareness. He's very much a crime of opportunity sort of kid, not a crime of capability. And, as I talk to people, they do bring up, like, yeah, he does odd jobs here and there. Like, there's some people that, ask him to be a courier, deliver a physical message, or a verbal one, and stuff like that. There are some people that ask him to take a walk outside of town to go gather. Not that far out of town, mind you.
Right. Still, like, safe distance. Like, if something's happening, a Secret Slayer might see something.
Yeah, it's like, this is normally amongst because you're asking this in the Undercity. In, like, the Hunters and Trappers bureaus, they'll actually go ask him to go get firewood and stuff like that.
Sure.
They know that he's not usually fond of the job, but he wants the money.
Cash.
Yeah. But yeah, he is a known quantity here in the Undercity. He seems to be relatively known amongst certain circles for the most part. Most people know him through his sister, Brianna. Where she actually has, like, a job.
Yeah, she works at like a shop.
She works at a shop. She literally just works as like, like a cashier, I guess. Yeah, a front person at a shop. Yeah.
Yeah, they're the person that when you open the door, like, hi, welcome in, what can I get for you, kind of thing.
Yeah, and they know her that she's pretty nice, and there's like, how did you fall so far? Look at your sister, Benji. Why couldn't you be
He's 7. He has to make mistakes to learn, such as listening to Oriana, apparently.
Jewish hag.
Jewish hag.
Yeah, so people know about him. As for where his current whereabouts are, they don't know. They did see him around the Merchants District last evening, though. Of course, this is like some people. It's like, oh yeah, this is like a dwarf you're talking to. I was making my way to my little inn room in the Merchants Row and saw him. And then I went back to my room and called it a night and came here in the morning.
Was there anything?
It's like some like offhand stuff,
Yeah. Like, oh, he just happened to see him. It's like, was there anything about him? Was he just hanging about?
I'll roll for random dwarven merchant.
I pray he goes good. Hey!
I mean, he was trying to be sneaky, but I feel like that's him a lot of the time, so not too much different there. He was sort of skulking around my inn. I was ready to grab him and be like, like, what you doing, lad? But I was tired.
Fair enough, that's understandable. It's not your problem. What inn might that be, by chance?
Goes to the text box and type it.
Me and my group are, like, new into town, and we're looking for somewhere to stay, but this little kid... I have to go find him first. Some bullshit lie. Anyways.
Oh yeah, it's an inn near the near the descent, the elevator near the merchants' quarters. So we call it the Jet Ridge. You can't miss it. It's pure black. Okay, I should say pure black. They painted it black because jet.
Black, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. Tracks.
Supposedly, there's a big jet rock in the basement. Owners treasure that. Of course, I ain't never seen it.
Does he
But
wink?
I'd like to see it.
That's a very...
If you see it, come let me know. I want to hear how big it is, or if it don't exist.
You'll be the first one I visit. What was your name again, by the way?
Donovan.
Thank you very much, Donovan. She'll give him a gold for his time. Actually being useful. Donovan the dwarf.
I had a teacher named Donovan. He was the best teacher on the campus. Actually, no, I didn't have him. I just hung out in his room during lunch.
That makes him the best teacher.
Yeah, he was the best teacher. He was a homie. Anyways, my high school memories aside, you go to the jet ridge, I assume. Unless you don't.
I want to, but also it's just like this. This is how Oriana gets kidnapped. Is there... Okay. No, she's not good at she's not proficient at disguise. She tries to make herself look a little different. I can't remember the terminology you use, but like when you're doing spy shit in real life and you go around a corner, you change outfit, just like break up what you look like in a crowd.
Oh, changing your visual profile.
Visual profile, yeah. Before she gets there, she like...
Roll me your
probably
charisma.
goes into a shop, into a bathroom, and changes stuff. Or attempts
Roll me
to,
your charisma.
with this charisma roll of 50. 19! I'll take that one.
Okay. Turns out, you know, just taking off, like, the normal stuff you wear usually changes your visual profile pretty easily. Tucking it away in a bag, loosening your hair, then you flaunt around unlike it normally is braided and stuff like that. Getting a mask on as if you're a weary traveler. So you sort of end up, like, as you're, like, taking off garb, exposing your arms more, loosening your hair, giving yourself a mask and stuff like that, you sort of look like a bandit. Or a traveler who has dealt with banditry. Yeah.
Yeah, she also walks, like, a bit more hunched over rather than straight back as she normally would. Hands in pockets.
Yeah, so you get disguised
Anyways.
up.
Oh, also, do I have to roll for finding out places about where she lived, or are we gonna jump to that possibly later?
That's gonna be a different
that's a different thing.
topic you have to go pursue now.
Sure. Okay, yes. Then she...
Tell you what, I'll give you one investigation roll with your charisma at disadvantage. Because, like, people in the Undercity wouldn't know information about that far east of the Twins.
That makes sense. That's why I wanted to go to Hunter's thing, but also Benji's dying.
I will say the Hunters don't know much about that direction either, technically. Like,
they were the hope, but I imagine most of them stay, like, nearby the city.
No, yeah, I don't hunt 2 weeks away and bring back the carcass 2 weeks and then sell it here. Laughs in Monster Slayer.
So anyways, as she gets to the jet ridge, she's like, son of a bitch, I forgot.
You asked it like once, and then you met Donovan.
The man, the myth, the dwarven legend.
Yeah, you get to the jet ridge, and what do you do? Actually, tell you what, roll me D100.
Let's pray for a 69.
It's 20 or below.
Fuck me.
Go the inverse of direction of that. Okay, moving on.
I'm guessing she doesn't just immediately see Benji hanging about.
No. That'd be far too easy, wouldn't it?
Yeah. That's probably the 200 roll.
I mean, I think that would be good that you don't see him hanging about, because that makes it sound like he's dead and just sort of there.
Well, he could just be skulking. It didn't have to be hung by a rope or something. Yeah, I imagine she, I guess, cases the place and, like, the alleyways around, see if she can find any, like, signs of struggle, for lack of a better term. I don't think there'd be many, if any, but, like, see if there's any evidence of just, like, something might have happened in the past.
Roll me your survival.
12 hours?
That is...
Why am I not trained in survival? Shit.
It was a wisdom stuff, though.
Eh.
You begin looking around, but you're really not finding much. Like, this place has a lot of traffic, being so close to the elevator that leads down into the Undercity. Hey, buddy. Yeah, so anyways, there's a lot of traffic around here, and as you're, like, looking around, like, even the alleyways themselves seem like they have a good amount of foot traffic, as, you know, hey, I know a shortcut. We can just go around the jet bridge.
And then you get jumped by Mr. Ford.
Hopefully not. But yeah, it's a lot of foot traffic, and you're not really able to find much in terms of, like, the signs of a struggle or anything like that.
Okay. In that case, she is first she's gonna grab like her money wallet and put it somewhere that people can't see because it's gonna possibly be part of a lie later. I want to make sure no one can see that I have money on me. Secondly, she's gonna probably just go inside and see if there's like a receptionist.
As you enter in, it immediately becomes known to you. The Jet Ridge isn't like as fancy a place as the Colonnade Commons. It is much more of a classic inn and tavern. So the person that greets you is the innkeeper themselves. This is he's a relatively shorter. He's not a dwarf. He's like 5'6", 5'7" or so. Sort of like a lumberjack build. So he's not fat, but he's not like skinny. But he has muscle behind the fat sort of build. And he's sort of like
big fella. Big
side swept sort of hair, sort of like a fade. I guess like a fade.
Looks at Zol.
Yeah. So sort of like Zol. Actually, yeah. Clean shaven. Maybe early 30s, maybe mid 30s.
Yeah. Okay.
Place is pretty empty right now though, because it's the middle of the day.
Makes sense. Anyone else in here besides me and him? Because you said pretty empty, but does that mean there's like 1 or 2 people just around?
There's like an old guy at the bar, and there is like a cloaked. Well, I say cloaked. I don't mean like she has her hood up and like a mask on. Like she was wearing a cloaked woman, at one of the side tables, toward the wall. And this woman is just sort of reading a book, whereas this old guy is like playing a game of chess against the innkeeper.
Can I, as I'm heading towards like the innkeeper, can I look over at the book and see if I can identify the book? Because I remember there was a girl with a book that was looking for her. It was a religious book.
Roll me perception.
Don't suck. Hey, let's go!
Even though the book is literally flat on the table, it's literally flat on the table. Like you have no access to see its cover, nor its rage or its spine or anything like that. It's one of those books where it has like the title written on the top part of its page because they're egotistical enough like that. Yeah, I don't know. I still don't know why books do that. If I'm being honest. Anyways,
fancy.
Yeah, fancy.
Six them out.
Yeah, it is. It's not a religious book. It appears to be an almanac of some sort.
What the? That's some nerd shit. I'll find Tolis and get them a new friend in a minute. That's beside. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, almanacs are important for travelers because you need to know what the general seasons are going to be like, rain season, stuff like that, especially here in the Twins.
Yeah, and I can't see what page they're on from this angle, I'm assuming.
I mean, you can see that they're reading up on the current season.
Right, okay.
Yeah, just sort of like... The woman herself is like late 20s, early 30s. She is quite clearly travel-weary because she's like really fucking tired looking right now. But as you enter in the room, like, you do know that she looked at you, but not in the sense of, like, I know you. It's more or less like, is that them? No.
Yeah, there's someone in the room. Yeah. Who that?
No, it's more of like, I'm waiting for my friend to show up. Are they finally here?
Yo, fair.
Me in real life.
2 other friends. No, she's gonna stick with it. She pays attention to that person, but, like, similar to how they looked at her, they just, like, probably look at each other for a second, then just look back to what they're doing. She goes to the innkeeper. I guess you count as an innkeeper, barkeep, the person in charge. Fuck, do I do a fake? Yeah, I do a fake accent. Hey, can I get your attention for a moment? Imagine it's much more feminine. I can't do feminine voices.
Fair enough. This man speaks. Well, howdy, miss. Name's Jet. What can I do for you?
Oh, Jet. Okay.
Wait. Let me guess. Someone told you that I got a big rocket in the basement. Yeah. Why the fuck does everyone keep spreading that? He looks at the old man, and the old man is like moving like a bishop. He just like looks at him like shrugs, like I don't know.
I don't know. You have to ask the dwarves. They're the ones that point me in this direction. I always go to Billy. Anyways. But he also... Bored, man. Yeah. But more important, I don't care about the rock or what you keep in your basement. He mentioned that there was some little snot-nosed punk that came around here possibly last night. And I just kind of pats where her wallet would be. It's just like, he might have grabbed some of my coins last night, so I was double checking. Did you see anyone like that? Like, I don't know,
road deception.
This is where I roll back. Roll, you bitch. Oh god, there's something I can add to that.
Oh no. That hurts.
That's my shame, ma'am, but I'm afraid I don't allow children on my establishment. He points at you, snotty. Boogers everywhere and spilling stuff.
Apparently light-fingered.
So, well, you might want to say the same thing for halflings and such then. Don't worry, I let them in here.
Fair enough. But never seen them, like, at the door or nothing?
I mean, yeah, I see plenty of kids that's walking around here. I'm not some sort of weirdo that keeps tabs on children, though.
Fair enough, just, like, kind of holds up her hands, like, I ain't saying no. Just clarifying that, sorry. Anybody that was, like, here last night that might have seen someone like that?
I mean, yeah, probably.
Maybe was walking around or something.
I'm sure there's gotta be someone. I mean, they've got some like seekers and slayers and city watch folks in here sometimes.
I
sure
reported
one of them keen sorts of folk occupations saw something, or think they saw something.
Alright, fair enough. I was already pestering them earlier today. I could go back and talk to them. Maybe they caught him. They made it sound like they knew the kid. The fuck was his name? Benjamin? Something like that?
I don't know, no kid.
Yeah, fair enough.
No kid named Benjamin.
Some kid named Benjamin. Alright, fair enough.
I think my cousin had a friend named Benjamin. Made jam. And then we made fun of him.
Benjamin.
Yeah. You see the easy joke. Yeah.
Anyway,
the old man looks at him like, dude, that's fucked up. like that's his name, dude. Like, dude, that's fucked up.
I gotta find comedy in the tragedy. Nevertheless, thank you for your time. Is there anything I could get possibly to go? Since
oh yeah, sure. What do you want? I got steak sandwiches. I can do them shooter style. I got some onion rings. Those are good walking around.
Damn, I want onion rings now. Oriana's just like, oh yeah, probably the. Oh wait, just pats her pockets like, shit. You know what? I am sorry that I do not have anything to at least compensate for your time. I thank you nonetheless. I won't waste more of it.
And if you manage to get some money, you come back.
Oh, absolutely. Seems like a lovely establishment. Bit quiet right now, but, middle of the day.
Yep. Everyone's got rooms here out doing their own business.
Yeah. Can I see who's winning that chess game? Just for fun.
Roll me your intelligence. If you had proficiency with chess set, then we would roll that, but I don't think you do.
Wow, chess!
You have no clue. They are evenly matched. It's anyone's game. Maybe the guy that only has his rook left can make a comeback.
You know what? I believe it. Wait, hold on. He only has his rook left, so he doesn't have a king.
Okay, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I gotcha. So, I believe in you.
Yeah, you depart the establishment. You are just like, man, I wonder who's gonna win that chess match.
Also, on the way back, she fully expects to probably be tailed, so she's gonna keep an eye out behind her.
Roll perception.
I can do that. Hat. Ah, God. Okay, throw a D6 at that. Maybe I can make it coverable. That's 13.
Roger.
Actually, hold on. Let me double check.
As far as you can tell.
I don't have a 13. I have an 8 because I don't have the Kensei die that lets me do the perception one. Sorry.
Okay. As far as you're able to tell, you're not followed.
Oh, wow. Maybe that person was just reading an almanac.
Let us switch gears. Let us go to Deet. Dorky. Are you here?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am.
All right. Yeah, we're going to start going fast forward on some of this stuff because we're definitely taking too long on this. You hang out with Zol to try kebab. Luckily, Zol did accompany you guys to the training ground, and luckily, a number of Slayers they're not Hound Masters themselves, but the Slayers and Seekers, technically, they all utilize Hounds in their craft sometimes, if the situation warrants it. Roll me your animal handling. All right, so the trend continues of nat 20s up the fucking wazoo for you. Nice, nice. Okay, nice. Yeah. So as you and Zal are training in the training grounds of the Slayers, a number of like other people, Slayers obviously, like watch you guys, and they watch Kebab, who's a fucking direwolf, right? It's not a normal, it's a fucking direwolf. Huge. Not literally, large size category. But like Kebab is like a normal dog. Sometimes a puppy in your hands. And they're just like looking at each other and they're like, what the fuck? There's like, is this like a domesticated direwolf? Is that possible? Is that a thing? It's like, yeah, you could domesticate wolves and then they become dogs, and there's like wondering. And Zal like catches this and he just like leans in and whispers to you, I think they're a bit jealous.
Ah, maybe we should put on a show.
I mean, I ain't doing no show, but if you and Kebab wanna, then, you know, be my guest. I don't know, might earn a little bit of respect with